These explosions are equal to millions and billions of nuclear bombs, and they have never occurred in the mantle in such quantities before. Take a look at the map showing the frequency and number of deep focus earthquakes in recent decades. Currently, deep focus earthquakes are also being detected outside the plate's boundaries, and scientists have no idea how to explain this. Look at the map with the examples of the earthquakes outside the plate's boundary zone. However, they also occur in other parts of the mantle. It's just that the shock wave is not always detected and correctly identified by the sensors. The shock wave propagates tangentially from each of the explosions. It is possible to determine the direction of the intramantle explosion by drawing a straight line from the epicenter of the deep focus earthquake to the center of the Earth's mass. The explosion occurred precisely along the line from the epicenter of the Earth's center of mass, the core, at the depths detected by the sensors. An intramantle nuclear explosion affects both the Earth's crust and the Earth's core. This is similar to the Yudkin effect, when shock waves from explosions within the mantle destabilize the Earth's core even more. These explosions cause further melting of the mantle in the Earth's interior, which generates even more heat and pressure. As a result, the amount of red-hot fluid magma increases even more, and the temperature inside our planet rises even higher. Each intramantle explosion increases the amount of heat. Since real nuclear reactions with a power of billions of nuclear bombs are occurring in it, the temperature at the epicenter of the explosion reaches many millions of degrees. Because of this, both the magma and the mantle melt even more, and the temperature rises even more. This happens with every deep focus intramantle nuclear explosion. The explosions also change the direction of the magma rivers themselves. They collide, causing more and more such explosions. This leads to an exponential growth of explosions. There are not so many of these explosions under the surface yet, because the difference in the temperature and pressure of the colliding rivers is not great, and so the power of explosions is less. External cosmic influence heats up the core and increases entropy. Moreover, the intramantle explosions release more heat. Add to this a malfunctioning cooling system, meaning the ocean, which has stopped dissipating heat. The intramantle nuclear explosions cause self-acceleration, similar to the process of bacterial division, and therefore their number is growing exponentially. Explosions within the mantle also increase the load on the Earth's crust, which in turn leads to an increase in the frequency and power of earthquakes in the Earth's crust itself. In other words, these explosions also destroy the Earth's crust from within. Remember the earthquake in Turkey and Syria this year. After all, it occurred precisely in the zone where 90% of all deep focus earthquakes in the world were recorded in 2021. Today, the number of deep focus earthquakes around the world is growing exponentially, and this means that our demise is approaching us exponentially. On November 24, 2023, 15 earthquakes occurred in the Mariana Trench area at the depths of 10 kilometers. Take a look at how the number of magnitude 4 earthquakes is increasing in the Mariana Trench region. And in this diagram, look at how over the years earthquakes in the Mariana Trench occur closer and closer to the Earth's crust. In the very zone where the Earth's crust is the thinnest and can be easily breached by hot magma. However, at lower depths, deep focus earthquakes do not occur, because below 300 kilometers in this zone, the mantle is almost entirely molten. And this is an indication that the energy is growing at a tremendous rate due to the external cosmic influence. Already now, the mantle is melting faster every day. But this is just the beginning. At the end of 2024, we will enter a cycle where the external cosmic influence reaching the core will increase by orders of magnitude. And that means that the heating and melting of magma will increase tens of times more. Over time, this extremely hot magma will increasingly melt the mantle and rise closer to the surface. Currently, it is at a depth of 500-600 kilometers. But when the entire mantle melts and becomes uniformly hot, the deep focus earthquakes will stop, because there will be no more cold countercurrents. Everything will be fluid and hot, like melted cheese. As a result, the Earth's crust may be easily breached by magma. We are already seeing this trend under a vast territory of Western Siberia. This indicates that magma is approaching the Earth's crust very quickly over an extensive area. By the end of the cycle, our fate will be similar to that of Mars. Look at Mars. You can see huge lava flows on its surface. When molten magma poured out without any resistance from the Mars's crust. Will we have time to stop this process on Earth and save humanity?